official. In fact, Gabe's gonna give you is gonna be giving you guys the update this time because he's the one that's been mapping everything and been the one planning and leading this march. So I'm gonna give it to Gabe. If you have any questions in the chat, make sure you guys come and give questions. Here's St. Gabe.
But apparently that property in Callahan, Florida was owned by somebody, even though there was no sign posted saying that it was private property. So we got chased off it. But the cops were nice enough to actually give us a ride to Folkestone, Georgia, where shortly after arriving, we went straight to the sheriff's department and asked them if we could at least camp on their land for at least the night, since it was so late and we really couldn't find anywhere else to camp. They gave us the okay. We camped there, and this morning they told us, okay, now you have to leave. So we did, and we walked about 2 miles north to home in Georgia, which is where we're at right now. It started raining, and we got a motel room here. So that's what we're currently doing right now, is just chilling out in the motel room. The trip, the deputy there actually went and had talked to me, but he had his hand on his gun the entire friggin' time while talking to me, as opposed to when we were actually in Florida. And he was talking very disrespectfully to me. I don't understand why. But, you know, he actually didn't believe that we had gotten permission from the sheriff to camp there. But I told him, go and call him. I hope that we got permission. Calls him, and he's like, oh, yeah, it turns out you're right. You did get permission from the sheriff. Yeah, I know. That's why we're camped here. What, you think we just camped here out of the friggin' blue? Like, come on, man.
Fucking gone in like 3 seconds.
Make sure you guys hit the like button as well. So what's up, Robbie?
So, yeah, that's basically what's going on at the moment. Tomorrow we're gonna leave here at 6 a.m. from the motel and walk 4 miles to Winokur, which is the nearest town, the Baptist church there that will have services. And we've been told by local residents here who have been supportive of us here in Homeland that Winokur would be willing to give us supplies and possibly let us camp for the night. So, with that, 4 hours walking, about, I think it was 20 miles. So, if anybody,
Feel free to ask questions and we'll answer them.
our hope is that probably by the end of God, I'm trying to think if it would be actually this week or the week after. We should be out of Georgia very soon and finally be in South Carolina, which means it would be way easier for us to actually camp.
Yeah, South Carolina is a camp-free state.
Yeah, so because then we have South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and then finally we have DC, which of course is half in Maryland, half in Virginia. Virginia, at least, we actually do have a lot of people that we know of who actually live in Virginia who could help us. The only problem is trying to find people in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina.
Which is some. We also have people in West Virginia that could probably meet up with us in Virginia if they want to join us, or at least like help donate or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and any donations help because, you know, we're on a shoestring budget and we're trying very hard to actually save money and not blow it all on soda or chips
or stupid shit.
Yeah, stupid shit.
Oh, stupid stuff on that. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, sorry.
Because I know
yeah, I forgot.
I did too though.
Yeah, and you know, we have to ration, of course, our phone batteries and all that. We can't be wasting phone batteries on like just listening to music or something. We need to actually keep it so that if we need help or we need to go and call ahead to somebody, we can.
Just to make sure to like for like any emergencies, we make sure we save our battery and all.
Yeah.
That's why it's like we would service goes in and out, especially in the woods. So we gotta just make sure
Yeah.
when we stop, if we have good service, that's when we go and update you guys, basically.
Yeah, so like when we're in major cities, we could update you. Um,
Or
We
like, or
have-
for like on camp and there's good
Yeah.
service. But if there's no service, but that's the thing, it's gonna be off and on. Just make sure you guys, subscribe to the channel, keep notifications on for whenever we go live and give these updates.
Yep. For example, this is a power bank that we have. This is a combination radio, flashlight, and power bank, and you could crank it. But the problem is, as we've learned recently, the battery's kind of broken, and unfortunately, I don't have a warranty. So, but this would have been our other power bank. We do have another one here, which is Dan's power bank. This one actually lasts us for 3 days so far. If we actually ration this time around, might be able to get this to last a week.
Probably more.
Yeah.
Probably more.
4,000. Look at the how high powered it is, bro.
12 volt. Where's the 4,000 part?
Other side.
Oh, 4,000 amp.
Peak current, yeah.
Up, everybody left.
No, that's still people. They'll come. Just keep going. Don't,
Yeah.
keep going. Like, don't even worry about
So-
the number.
So yeah, we have like 2 power banks to last us for this trip. We're almost down to about 699 miles to go, which is great because we've covered the first 100. We're currently in Homeland, Georgia.
Yep, that's where we're at, Homeland, Georgia, right now.
Yep.
Well, all right, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's the thing. We're just getting equipment and stuff set up for us and all that, and and that's the thing. We've only walked 2 miles because of the thunderstorms and all that. Gabe, is that all you had to say on the update thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless anybody else has any questions.
But yeah, that's the thing. We'll be here for like an hour, so I could take any questions. Make sure you guys hit the like button, smash the like button, and that's the thing. I know a lot of people said, "Oh, can y'all stream the like there'll be times where we do stream us marching, but we just gotta make sure we have good service. We also gotta make sure too that we're not too loud in certain areas as well." But
Or in
yeah.
the city, it'd probably be better to do it.
Oh yeah, the city. Once we get into major cities, like once we get to Columbia, we'll definitely do a live stream because we'll have great service in
There's
Columbia.
not really noise ordinances in
Yeah,
big
yeah,
cities,
no.
So, yeah, we'll
In fact, you could be as loud as you want because I've seen a few IRL streamers. How long is this gonna take? Between a week and 2 months,
no,
at
1
most. Or a month, but I'm just giving it 2 months just in case, because you really never know. But it's gonna take at most, like he said, probably like a month. Yeah, at most, it'll take like a month or so, and then after that, once we get to DC, I got a whole speech made. We'll give a speech. In fact, too, we also, for those that didn't know, which y'all probably already know, but we also were on news for Jax as well. And honestly, I feel like we did a good interview.
Just waiting the phone for Wi-Fi because being fucking gay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. This thing, it's all worth it. Are you just unemployed now? Well, as of now, yeah. But that's the thing. We're trying to start a non-profit org out of this to basically help the homeless and all that, and also
If
get
you're
our
homeless,
DD
it's hard to get a job anyway. You need a PO box, which PO boxes require money. If you want to apply for a job online, you need a phone. Which, in order to pay for a phone bill, you have to have a PO box.
Mm-hmm.
So you're screwed either way if you don't have people helping you.
Yeah, you're screwed either way if you don't have people helping, basically. Because you don't have anyone helping, and we don't have any funding. We got any funding. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, go outside. But yeah, that's the thing is, this march is something that I've been really, really passionate about because that's the thing I'm an American. I think, social welfare programs should be provided to homeless Americans, especially homeless veterans like Gabriel. And also, I don't believe we should be fighting any wars unless it's a national security risk. I don't think we should just go fight, wars that have nothing to do with us and nothing to do with national security just for oil and stuff like that. And, that's the thing. That's what we're protesting for. Are you guys helping the homeless because y'all were previously homeless? Basically, yeah. And because, that's the thing. Gabriel, it's mainly Gabriel that's homeless right now. And he knows what it's like. And he's met a lot of other homeless people. And it's like, we need to get off the street. There's way too many people on the streets. There's way too many people, like, on the streets and shit. So that's why, we're doing this protest. Because I've seen a lot of people on the streets, especially where I'm from. Like, there's just a lot of stuff, like a lot of homeless people sleeping on the streets. Jacksonville's really bad too. Jacksonville, we see just a lot of homeless people just laying down, which a lot of them obviously supported the march because that's the thing. We're helping them get social welfare programs. And that's the thing. I know some people will be like, oh, is that like a free handout? No, we want to help people that actually want to work, actually want to get off the street, because that's the thing. You can't get a job unless you have a house, because you need a proof of address, proof where you live and all that. And I think that's unfair in my opinion. What do you think of James Fishback? Oh yeah, isn't that the candidate that the Florida governor that Asmongold promoted? If so, I think he's all right. I don't really know much about him besides Asmongold talking about him, but I got to look more into him specifically. But I'm not gonna lie, he's probably gonna be better than Ron DeSantis because I don't really like Ron DeSantis. So yeah, he probably will be better governor for our state. Because that's the thing. Apparently, he's also America first too, and that's the thing. We're putting our country first. And that's the thing, as long as a candidate is America first, I'm voting for him. Because that's the thing. Here's what I want in, like, governor, president, or politician. Them just putting our country first. Them putting our nation, the nation we live in, first. Stop sending money to, like, other countries that don't need it, like Israel and all that. Like, that's the thing. That's what we believe is, like, fighting our own battles and helping ourselves. That's the thing. I'm not saying we can't help our allies, but in order for us to help our allies without us struggling, we got to help us first and then our allies. You know what I mean? We got to put America first, just like how, like other countries, like Israel, they need to put themselves first. Like every country needs to put themselves first. What do you think about Jews? I don't hate Jews. I hate the Zionists. I hate the Zionists that use the Jewish religion as a shield. And I hate how they're trying to put quote-unquote anti-Semitic laws to basically prevent, criticism of Israel and full government. But that's the thing. I don't like... Obviously, I'm not Jewish. I'm Christian. But I can get along with some Jews. In fact, there are a lot of Jews that are upset with the Zionists and all that. So it's like, yeah, like, that's the thing. I don't care what religion you are. If you're Jew, cool, believe that. If you're Muslim, believe that. Christian, believe that. Atheist, believe that. Believe whatever you guys want, because at the end of the day, this is land of the free, and as we can disagree. Like, I disagree with stuff in the Jewish religion. I disagree with them saying that, Jesus Christ is not our Lord and Savior and all that. But it doesn't mean you should hate someone over disagreements. Like, you can civilly disagree with someone and still be like, you know what? We're still cool, even though we have a disagreement on something we passionately care about. Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't hate people over disagreements. You shouldn't hate people over religion, period. Like, you believe what you believe. I believe Christ is king. I believe Christ died on the cross for us. Some people don't, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree on that, even though it is true. I believe in Christ because Christ is the truth, obviously. There's so much evidence proving that Christ is real and all that. So, yeah. But, but yeah, it's just, we just got to make sure, we agree to disagree. But that's the thing. Once we get to D.C., we're going to the National Mall, beginning, my speech, stuff like that. done and taken care of. Gabriel's been mapping everything. We're going to Winter Fork, Georgia soon. So that's going to be really interesting. And then after that is Hancock. And then we get to South Carolina. I think we'll probably get to South Carolina probably, I would want to say Wednesday or Thursday we'll be out of Georgia. All right, Wednesday or Thursday we'll be out of Georgia, and then we gotta go through South Carolina, which is a big ass state and shit. So yeah, you know. Yeah, we gotta get through, you know, Georgia, South Carolina, and all that. And this may be a little short. Not gonna lie, phone battery's kind of dying. We're still live, so don't worry. Like, we're still live and all that, because you know you guys want updates and stuff. You want to see what's going on and all that. One of the suitcase's wheels actually broke. The wheel fell off. If you want to see that, I can go back to the hotel room and show you. But one of the wheels on the suitcase fell off, so we have to carry the suitcase basically on our arm because the wheel fell off. Like, this is the thing. There's been a lot of challenges, but at the end of the day, Christ has been fighting alongside with us on the spiritual journey to DC. Hopefully this administration does listen to us, because we're getting a lot of traction. In fact, we're getting a lot of, you know, newer viewers on the channel. My subscriber count's going up, and we're going to keep on doing streams like this more often, just to make sure you guys are updated throughout this whole process. There's a lot of content coming up with this. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing, and yeah, we're doing a lot with this, trying to make sure that our country is, you know, saved, make sure free speech is saved, and make sure too that the homeless can actually get a job and actually get off their feet, because that's really important, is homeless veterans like Gabriel to get off their feet. Because that's the thing, what's the point of serving this country when you get out or get inactive, you just become homeless? Like, come on, these people deserve to have a home, because these people are putting their lives on the line for us, and they're not getting anything in return. And I think that's just, you know, bullcrap. I think that's just not right, you know, in my opinion. And that's what we're protesting for, getting these homeless veterans homes, give these homeless veterans a second chance after serving our country, because it's really important. Because these people are putting their lives on the line for us, and then when they're done serving our country, just become homeless. And it's just not right. It is just not right at all. And also, I do know that we've received a little bit of criticism on the interview, saying that we're socialists, we're liberals. Like, yeah, I agree with like social welfare programs, but I am no way liberal. In fact, I don't even agree with Republican or Democrat, to be honest. I'm just, you know, an independent guy with my own thoughts, and that's why, you know, we get criticism, because that's the thing. But that's the thing. It's like, I feel like the two-party system, you shouldn't just rely on a two-party system, because everyone's going to have different opinion. Everyone's going to have different values. Not only that, too, but you can't just be all 100% on one side. Like, you got to balance it, because that's the thing. Both sides could be wrong at times. You know what I mean? But yeah, this march is a, you know, pacifist march. In fact, the cops gave us a ride from Callahan all the way to Georgia, and they didn't have to do that. And if these cops are watching, I thank you guys for giving us the ride to this state, because we wouldn't got here if it wasn't for you guys. So I really do appreciate the officers that giving us a ride up here. I appreciate them, you know, being cooperative and all that. In fact, we did set up camp last night in front of the sheriff's office, and then we had to leave by sunrise. It's still storming a little bit, as y'all can tell. It's a little storming right now, a little raining, but it ain't too bad like it was earlier. But we didn't want to march in, you know, the rain, mainly because we got a lot of equipment, and we don't need the equipment ruined. You know what I mean? But yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask any questions. I'm willing to answer anything. If y'all got any criticisms, advice, or anything like that, feel free to share, because that's what these streams are for. That's what these update streams are for. And also, you know, keep you updated on on that. But right now we're in Homeland, just chilling out at this motel, and then we're checking out early in the morning, and yeah, we're gonna be back. So yeah, you know, cannot wait for this March. We got a lot of the locals here on our side, a lot of the locals supporting us, and that's really good because we really, really do need as much support as I can. Also, make sure you guys hit the like button as well, and share the stream around as well. And that's the thing too, just for you guys to know too. The network, we can't. The only kind of content right now on this March is going to be phone streams with the March. Unfortunately, we can't do Ryan's show this Sunday, or probably not even next Sunday. We can't, do any actual like mainstream news. I mean, we can't do like any news shows until we get back, which is fine because there's a lot that I want to cover. And I know I heard about the Venezuela thing, but I'm not going to comment on that until we get back because it's just more important than. But that's obviously, the news and stuff, political news and stuff like y'all come here and watch is important, yes. But we're also trying to get this March so we can get our organization out, and not only that, but also make sure that we just, yeah. God's been protecting us the whole way. I've been praying a lot. I mean, a lot. Sorry, guys. I just had to open up something. But yeah, I am back now. Phone's at 20%. Once it's 10%, I'm probably going to call it. I know it's a short stream today, day 2, but do not worry. Day 3's could be longer. But I'm going to be here. Hello, back. Yeah, I know. But yeah, this March has been really good. I also wish, Robbie, you could have come, but I know, you didn't have the money and all that. But I appreciate you, supporting us and all that here as well. But yeah, this March is going to be great. We got 4 mile, we got a 4-hour walk tomorrow to this church in Winterfolk, Georgia. And then, we'll get a church. That's the thing, too. It's like a lot of the locals here have been nice. A lot of churches here have been nice, too. We've been getting donations. In fact, if you want to donate. I could give you a shout out. That's fine. Like that would help if you want to give us a shout out. That would help. It's up to you, obviously, but anyone wants to shout us out or shout the March, we definitely can do that. Y'all can definitely shout out and help as many. Because that's the thing, even if y'all can't donate, y'all can still help by hitting the like button, commenting, watching the show, and keeping up with the March and supporting our ideas, because here's the number one thing I care about most. Yeah, the money does help because we need, supplies and all that, but the number one thing I care about more than money, more than fame, more than respect is getting the truth out there, getting our point across, making sure that homeless veterans and even just regular homeless people, regular homeless civilians too, that want to work and want to get out there actually have a job. Money helps, but word spreads fast. Yeah, exactly. In fact, too, it's like word's more important because money is just a piece of paper that gets you stuff. Word means everything. Word shows character. Money does not show character. Your words do. Your actions do. And it's not even about showing character. It's just getting our point across and getting the government to actually listen to us and getting these homeless people off the streets, because that's the thing. There's a lot of homeless people everywhere. A lot of homeless veterans too. In fact, I was talking to one of my family members and they said that there's a lot of, homeless veterans in Tennessee. Homeless veterans in Tennessee, West Virginia, like all these states. Word I say is more important to money. Yeah, word is more important because at the end of the day too, it's like money, you ain't gonna take your money with you in the afterlife and eternal life, but you take your word with you for sure, and your soul goes with you, and your soul's the one speaking the words. The body doesn't even speak the words, it's the soul that does. Word gets people on your side because this is what it's about at the end of the day, rather than money. But government needs to set up and do its job, but it would rather punish people for Exactly. They rather punish people for helping. They rather, criticize. Like, that's the thing. MAGA's like, oh, you guys are liberals because you guys want to give free handouts to the homeless. That was some comments on the news interview that we did. It's like, for one, how does that make us liberal that we want to help people, for one, that actually want to help? Because that's the thing. I don't, like, if someone wants to stay on the street and they're doing drugs and they're not doing anything to help themselves, then yeah, they probably just deserve to be on the street because it's their fault. But if someone like Gabe, who's not on drugs, actually is willing to work a job and just needs a place to stay, the government needs to help people like that. Because people like that are important to society. Because for one, Gabe served in the military. And that's the thing. Why are you going to serve in the military if you're just going to be homeless and your life be ruined out there after? It seems like you did all that for nothing. You know what I mean? It's just all fucking bullshit. Or freaking bullshit. Bull crap. Sorry. I know. My bad. Usually, I don't care about cussing, but there are a family audience here that are watching for the protest, so I gotta be careful. My bad for slipping up. It happens. If I slip up, I'll apologize, but I'll make sure the cussing's not, because there are families and stuff watching. But yeah, that's the thing. We've been getting a lot. In fact, too, if y'all know any other news stations that just ends up covering us from the News for Jacks thing, let me know, because apparently people in New York know about this before even getting told. So this story and this march is spreading everywhere. A lot more people are being aware about it. And also make sure too, if you see people in the comments of anything supporting the protest, make sure you send them links to our update streams if people want to keep up with the protest. It's kind of sad that America is the one of the very few countries that holds its veterans on a pedestal, yet refuses to help them in a time of need. That's the thing. They don't want to help their own veterans, these people that are fighting for our freedom. Imagine fighting for the freedom of a country that's not going to even help you or give you freedom when you get back. You're just homeless and life sucks, and then if you complain or act crazy or spaz out, they put you in a mental institution because you don't like being homeless. And that's the thing. It's like these veterans have a right to spurg out. They have a right to, have PTSD and kind of be crazy because, for one, they went to war, and two, when they get back, they're being treated like shit and being homeless. So I understand why a lot of veterans have anger problems and stuff like that. It's because these veterans have been treated like crap. They've been treated like crap all their life. This is the thing. If there's any more questions, please put in the chat. I'm gonna go back in there, and see if Gabe has any, or Darren or anybody has anything they would like to say on the stream. And then I feel like they wrap up. I know day 2 is a little shorter than day 1, just because we had a lot going on. We had to stop at this hotel, had to make some calls. I was gonna go live earlier, but then my mom called, and so I was talking to her for a while. So that's why we didn't go. I was gonna go live around 7ish, but then I got a call, so I had to wait until now to go live. It's not like they're asking for a mansion. They're just asking for stability. Exactly. A lot of them don't even care about a mansion. They don't even care about living in an apartment. They probably would rather just live in an apartment than the street, because at least, hey, they got something, Because that's the thing, too. They need to also give these veterans, money. As soon as the war, since they get back, they need to get VA benefits need to be a requirement. You shouldn't, veterans should not apply for benefits. It should be a requirement. You know what I mean? It should be a requirement for everybody. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside, see if Dan and Gabe has anything. Also, appreciate y'all chat for asking questions and giving good commentary and stuff on this march and about the veterans. That's the thing. These veterans need to get off the street. I'm so tired of seeing homeless veterans and homeless. That's the thing too. It ain't just homeless veterans. It's homeless civilians too, but that actually want to work. Homeless young men that just get kicked out of their parents, but they want to work and stuff like that. And it's just the thing, like you said, it's not like they're asking for a mansion or handout. They just want to get the stuff going. But yeah, I'm gonna go back in the room and see. But yeah. After that, I think we're gonna be wrapping up after Gabe and them say their piece. Which, yeah. Room 20. Okay. What am I about to see? Alright. Is there anything?
So,
Is there anything? Or I know it's sleeping. Is there anything you want to say to the stream before we end?
Wi-Fi here is trash, but we're hoping you all got the information you needed. We'll be to a hopefully a city near you real soon. Peace out, folks.
Peace out. All right, go back up here. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking last minute questions. If anyone has any questions and stuff, and I know Wi-Fi is a little bad, so if it gets cut, if the stream's cutting in and out, just let me know. But I'm probably about to end anyways. But yeah, ask your last minute questions. I'll walk down here and just give y'all a chance to ask y'all's questions, and then after that we'll end it and we'll see you for day 3 tomorrow. Day 3 is going to be a longer stream, especially at the church. If we get into the church or at least get a camp, we'll have a longer stream for y'all so we get more updates, talk about our ideas and stuff, and also give y'all the content y'all want, because I know y'all been wanting the streams. In fact, so many of y'all keep begging me, oh yeah, when's next time streaming, when y'all streaming again. So yeah, we're streaming now, you know what I mean? Which Gabe and Joel are already asleep. I'm about to go join them, put my phone on the charger and stuff like that. And yeah, that's the thing, I just really hope we accomplish our goals. Veterans get more VA benefits. VA benefits become a requirement, and we actually save this country. And we put America first above all else, because that's the thing. We live in America, and if you want to put something else above America, that's your right, but go over there. Go to the country y'all love. I love this country. I love America. I don't love any other country more than America. So yeah, like I love America. America's my home. It's the home of the freedom, home of free speech. In fact, I'm a very advocate free speech, because that's the thing. I tell the truth. Even if people get upset with the truth. That's the thing. You can get upset all you want, but I'm just telling y'all facts of what's going on. And what's going on is there's a lot of homelessness going on that the government needs to fix. They need to put more social welfare programs for people that actually need to get off their feet, because that's the thing. There's too many homeless Americans out right now. There's more homeless Americans under this administration than Biden's administration, and that's kind of sad. Especially a lot of homeless veterans too. They're getting more and more. And it's just like, that's the thing. You're sending these veterans to these foreign wars and deploying all these military guys to these foreign wars. And guess what? After they fight all these foreign wars that don't even include America, they fight all these pointless wars. They come back, and guess what? They're homeless. They're homeless. Why? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on notifications. We'll keep you updated. Tomorrow we'll probably go live around like 11, 12, just depends when we get to our next spot. Once we get to the church and stuff like that, I'll make sure we go live. But yeah, till then, hit the like button, share the stream around, and this has been day 2's update. Didn't get to move much, unfortunately, because of the stupid freaking rain, but it's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next show tomorrow. Peace.